Hey, welcome to What's the FIC, where two nerdy librarians, Gina and Meg, discuss everything from literature to movies, gaming, education, anime, manga, and more. All your favorite things you get geeked about, we talk about. Plus, we give you tips on all the latest free resources from the library. So, let's get into the FIC of it.
Hello! Welcome back to What's the FIC? We are your hosts,
Gina
and Meg. We are back with episode number 2 of our podcast for Augusta-Richmond County Public Library System. Today, we're going to be talking about something very fun, something that a lot of you are probably familiar with, and probably a lot of you do, gaming.
Yeah.
Yes, we are talking about gaming. We're talking about gaming in a general scale. We're talking about not just video games, but all types of games. So it can be games for board games, card games, basically anything. And there's actually a special day coming up on the 12th of September. Gina, can you tell us a little bit about what that day is?
Yes, so this episode is in honor of National Video Game Day, which is September 12th. And it just really honors the power of video games, like the power to bring people together, to have fun and spend
Yes.
time gaming, and the connections that are made and the memories that are built.
Yeah, it's very fun. And there's a lot of things in the library I don't know if people are aware of that have everything to do with gaming. So we have lots of books that are about video games. Let's talk about Slay.
Yes. So what I love is books and video games.
Yes.
So any opportunity to see those worlds collide, I'm so excited. One of my recommendations is Slay by Brittany Morris. Slay is about this 17-year-old girl, Kiara Johnson, and this amazing 17-year-old has created a game. She is a video game developer. She develops Slay. That's actually the name of the game, right? And so the thing is, nobody knows that she's the developer of Slay. People are enjoying this amazing game. It's a really inspired, has kind of like that Black Panther kind of feel. You have different areas that are influenced by different climates in Africa and all kind of different things for character creation. Just amazing. It's an invitation only game as well.
Ooh, fancy.
Real fancy. But something happens, and something that happens, unfortunately, sometimes is that two of the players end up doing something in reality, and then one player ends up harming another player.
Oh, no.
And now people are out like, who's the developer of this game?
Uh-oh.
Who could have done this? And now she has to kind of tackle with that safe space that she's created for Black gamers, how that is now being threatened by people wanting to basically have someone to take responsibility for what has happened. They want to know who developed it and everything else, and how she is reconciling with that in the real world, with her having this big secret that she's the developer.
Yeah.
So it's here at ARCPLS for you to
Nice.
enjoy. So definitely pick up Slay by Brittany Morris.
Oh, that sounds very exciting. Also, we also have some things for adult fiction. So Ready Player One and also Ready Player Two. This book is by Ernest Cline, and you've probably heard of it because it is a movie, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's definitely a movie.
It's a movie too. But basically, it takes place in the year 2041, and climate change, war, and poverty have basically ruined the earth and its society. So most people kind of escape reality into this multiplayer online game called Oasis. And our main character is Wade Watts. So it kind of follows his journey in the game Oasis. And the whole point of these characters being in this virtual reality game is that they have a chance to win $1 billion if they're able to find the Easter egg that the creator of the game has basically left somewhere hidden in the game. And just to let you know what an Easter egg is it is a hidden video game feature or surprise, usually unlocked by a certain technique to complete in-game tasks. So they'll leave clues hidden around, and you just kind of have to search for them in order to find out what it is that you can unlock. So basically, Wade and a bunch of other players are trying to win this money by finding this Easter egg. So they have this journey to go on. It's very interesting. Check out the book here at ARC Plus, but also if you're into movies too, you can always watch the movie. So that was, I think it came out in 2018, but it is on DVD now. So we also have that here at the library, so you can check that out as well. And the follow-up sequel, which is Ready Player 2.
Nice, 2 books and a movie
Right.
that you can check out. Well, I definitely reminds me of Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
Or the Doc Hat series. Look at anime. Just
Yeah.
slipping its
There-
way into our
there it is.
episode,
There it is
right?
again.
That's the vibes that Ready Player One gives me. But I think I mostly relate to this final book that I'm going to talk about, which is Don't Hate the Player by Alexis Need.
Ah.
So in this book, it's the story of Emilia. And Emilia is this all-around student. She's hardworking. She plays field hockey. She gets good grades. She has a mom that's really involved in her academic life. But with all this going on, she's living a double life.
Ah.
Not only is she a well-rounded student, she's a gamer. And not any kind of gamer. She is the only female gamer on an esports team.
Okay.
Amazing. So just to do a little vocabulary check, if you will, esports or electronic sports is the world of competitive, organized video gaming. So if you didn't know, that's right. That means those people who are out there playing Madden, there's competitions for that.
Right.
There's competitions for things like World of Warcraft, League of Legends,
Yeah.
Overwatch, Apex Legends.
Come on now.
And it's organized and people can win money. So she is a part of this esports team that she's currently training with, right? And so she's able to keep these two worlds separate and live her best life.
Okay.
You know? However, her lives start to collide together, right? Her esports team gets an invitation to play for a live tournament. It's going to be in front of like a live audience. They're going to perform. But nobody knows she's a gamer at night. And now that this has happened, she goes to the competition. She gives them a name to say. That's not her real name. It's her player name. But when she gets there, off in the distance, she sees a rival teammate who happens to know her. Like, actually know her. Jake. Jake knows who she is. She used to play games with Jake when she was like a little girl.
Oh my gosh.
Now all these things are happening. So basically what we're going to try to find out in the book is Amelia going to be able to balance those good grades, her mother's expectations of her gamer glory, and maybe even find love?
Okay.
You're going to have to check out Don't Hate the Player at ARCPLS
Okay.
to find that out.
Yes. We have all kinds of interesting games, basically, that are about video games. But we can flip the script, too. There are games that are based on books. For example, you've probably heard of this by now, The Witcher by Andrzej Sapkowski. Okay? This recently was turned into a Netflix series, so if you're on Netflix, you can watch it. But I highly, highly recommend you read the book series first. So it is a book series that started out as short stories, actually.
Right.
The author started off writing these short stories, and eventually they were compiled into what is now, I think it has like 3 to 6 books possibly now, if I'm not mistaken. But you can check these out at the library. We have all of them in the series. And it basically just tells the story of Geralt of Rivia in the Witcher saga. And he is a witcher, which means that he's a beast hunter. So he's developed like these supernatural abilities to battle wild beasts and other monsters that are in this fantasy world. But not only that, it has a series, but it also has the games. The Witcher series actually came out as a video game in 2011. So you have multiple ways to kind of get into this series. So if you're into video games, you can start with the Witcher games. You can go into the Netflix series and watch it, but also you can watch the original. I'm sorry, not watch. You can read the original here at the library. But also, there's an interesting fact about the author. Gina, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so Mr. Sapkowski actually didn't think that the video games were gonna tell it any kind of a good story.
Mm.
Like he didn't expect for them to do well or anything.
Wow.
I think he kind of thought it was like a money sink. So you know how you would get royalties for like every game that comes out, everything like
Yeah.
that. When they approached him, he took a lump sum.
What?
He just took a lump sum of money
Oh my gosh.
for the video games because he just is like video games don't tell good stories. And now here we are. And
Oh
Witcher is a
boy.
very much beloved video game series. I think
Yeah.
the third one still does well. And it's just
Yeah.
kind of like, wow. Well, even though Mr. Sapkowski might have taken a lump sum,
Mhm.
I don't think Agatha Christie would have done that.
Yeah.
And that's the next video game that's based on a book that we're going to talk about. Agatha Christie's ABC Murders.
Okay.
Now, I love murder mystery,
Uh-huh.
and I love Agatha Christie. If you don't know who that is, she was an amazing murder mystery author. She brought us the hero of Hercule Poirot, who I adore reading.
Ah.
But The ABC Murders is a novel that was released in 1936. And fun fact, this is one of the first novels that you see that actually wrote about serial killers before that term was actually coined.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right. So she was writing about serial killers before we coined that term, serial
Yeah.
killers.
Wow.
And so in the novel, the killer is wreaking panic throughout the entire country.
Uh-huh.
And he is killing people alphabetically.
Mm.
He is killing, it's A for Miss Asher in Andover. It's B for Betty Bernard in Bexel. It's C for Mr. Sir Carmichael Clark in
Oh
Cheston.
my goodness.
And with each murder, the killer is getting super confident and leaving these clues for our hero, Hercule Poirot,
Uh-huh.
and leaves the railway in a letter with each killing.
Ah.
And so what the killer doesn't know is that our hero, Hercule Poirot, every clue the killer leaves just leads him closer to his own folly.
Oh no.
And we love it. And the same goes for the PC game for ABC Murders that has the exact same name. It actually follows the book very closely. Really great. It has puzzles all throughout as you're figuring out the clues to unlock things to find out more about it. And you even get to interact and talk to like possible witnesses and people that the victims have spoken to and everything. And it's just such a great game and a
Nice.
good book.
Yeah, it sounds very interesting. I wouldn't mind playing ABC Murders, honestly. But yeah, those are just a couple of the games that are based on books that you can check out here at the library or any of local libraries that are near you.
I know that you were telling me, though, Meg, that there was something special about the ABC Murder series.
Right, right. Okay, so if there are any Harry Potter fans in the building,
Right here.
Okay. So Rupert Grint actually starred in a BBC miniseries that is called ABC Murders as well. So you can actually find that 3-part series probably somewhere online to watch. So if you're interested in ABC Murders the game or the book series, you can watch it too. And if you're a Harry Potter fan, you can see Ron Weasley in a different light, okay? So definitely check that
I
out.
love it. I love it.
Yeah, it sounds very fun. So, gaming in libraries is, like we said, a great way to engage all ages. And we have different things for different age groups at the library. So, I mean, right now, for all the parents listening, just to let you guys know, for kids here at the library, you can check out abcya.com. It is free. They have all sorts of educational games and activities for school-age children. Starting from pre-kindergarten to 6th grade, any subject that you're looking for that if your child needs help with or just to improve their skills, You can find science, math, you can find some social studies on there. They have all sorts of things that's just really great and it's free. It's on the PC. Come to the library. You can definitely get on and engage in those games for free. We also have some things for teens as well.
Yeah, I would definitely make a note that I wish I could have played games to learn how to do like math
Right?
and stuff like that for myself.
Exactly.
Right. One of the amazing things that's going on that's happening across the country and stuff is that Minecraft.
Mm.
So if you ever got a chance to play Minecraft and run around and build your house and go fishing and do all these amazing things in Minecraft,
Mm-hmm.
they're using it for education in the curriculum.
I'm jealous.
Right. So they are using it for a numerous amount of things. So STEM and STEAM. So, if you don't know STEM, so that's your science, technology, engineering. If it's STEAM, you add arts, and then of course the M being math. And using it for coding. That's becoming huge right now. History, language arts, any of those 21st century skills that they think are important, they have it set up for a special version of Minecraft to be played in the classroom. Can you imagine? You get to go to that class. That's probably the favorite class of the day.
Exactly.
And go and play Minecraft for educational purposes.
I would have loved that as a child. That would have been really, really cool. So, I can imagine being a kid now, having fun. But there are also some other things, not just educational things, but there are some things to kind of have fun and relax with at home. So, some other games that are good for all ages, really. I would definitely recommend Pokemon Go or Pokemon Unite. So, Pokemon Go, you might be familiar with already. This game's been out for a couple years. It's basically just an augmented reality mobile game. So, you use your phone and you can go around and see things through your phone's camera. And it looked like, oh, there's a Pokemon over there. I can see it. And you can go interact with the Pokemon via your mobile phone or a mobile tablet, anything like that. And also, you can go to various locations, real locations in real life. So you can go to a museum and you might find a Pokemon gym in a random museum in the country somewhere. Actually, one of our libraries is a Pokemon gym. It's Freedman Branch Library.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you're on Pokemon Go and you have that, visit the library because you probably could find some really cool things and interact with different Pokemon throughout the city. So check that out. But that leads us to Pokemon Unite as well. That's the new game that just got released this year. It is free to play. It's basically a multiplayer online battle arena game. So you can battle other Pokemon that you just find, or your friends. If you want to get together with your friends, you can do that as well. But I think that's fun. It's available for Switch and mobile.
Yeah, we love a good MOBA.
Yeah.
We love one of those.
Yes.
I'm not good at it, but we enjoy watching it too.
See, there you go. And I'm sorry, one moment. Can't we watch like video games online now?
Oh, yes. So some of you, maybe you're watching, Let's Play, so those are videos where people record their gameplay and they put it on YouTube. But did you know you can watch it live on Twitch? So twitch.tv is a website where you can watch people live stream actively currently playing their games that maybe you're interested in purchasing or looking at for yourself. And that's actually where I saw Pokemon Unite, and I was just like, this is great. I really love this. And I avidly watch Twitch myself. And of course, YouTube gaming and even Facebook gaming now has where you can watch live streams of people playing video games. It's amazing. I know one game that most people know about that was live streamed, and some people have made some big money off of this, and it's Fortnite.
Okay.
Of course, if you're, kids, parents, grandparents, you probably have heard of Fortnite. It's available for mobile, PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox, Switch, all of the systems, any way to play. It's a
Right.
free-to-play battle royale game with numerous game modes for every type of gamer. So, maybe you want to build an island, maybe you want to fight. Ariana Grande just had like a little concert
Right.
thing.
I heard that.
Yeah, and now the movie Shang-Chi is out.
Yeah.
And they have like a skin
Marvel.
for Shang-Chi. Like, yes, for
Yeah.
Marvel. They had stuff for Thor and everything. So
Nice.
yeah, that one's huge. I feel like everybody knows that one.
Yeah.
So, Meg, we're talking about all these games and stuff like that. Do you play games, Meg?
I'm kind of like a player in my past life mostly. But yeah, I grew up playing video games and I played like Crash Bandicoot when I was a kid. Me and my
Yes.
brother would play that, and as we got older, he would play a lot of sports games. So I played like NFL, Madden with him, and all sorts of things. But yeah, I kind of found other hobbies as I got a little older. But I'm good for a good Mario Kart game here and
Okay.
there. So yeah, I like gaming still. What about you?
Oh, I'm an avid gamer. As a matter of fact, as soon as I get off work
Oh,
and I get settled in and I kind of finish some chores, I'm usually spending most of my nights gaming. Like you, a part of my childhood was gaming. I grew up playing things like Mortal Kombat, which is a fighter, Tekken fighter games. I played a lot of fighters growing up, actually. But of course, I also got a chance to play things like Tony Hawk,
me too.
Pro Skater.
Yes.
You know, they remastered that one
Right.
recently, and oh, so good. And nowadays, I find myself playing everything from a really cute game called Stardew Valley. It's a farming game that I really love, an amazing story, and Apex Legends, which is another battle royale shooter that I thoroughly enjoy. So much so that I entered into a tournament for one.
Oh,
I didn't
nice.
do well, but I did it anyway.
That's
So
okay.
yes, I avidly game, and it makes me think like you can kind of merge your love for games and actually have an opportunity to do careers and stuff. I think most people don't think of like
Yeah.
how beneficial gaming is.
That's
you
so
know?
true.
So just talking about for parents and anyone else that's out there who is like, what can gaming really do, right? So gaming actually helps with like things like strategic thinking, mobility. So there's been people who've used it for like therapy for like their risk and different things like that. Communication purposes, analyzing skills, like having those analytical skills. It can even help with reading.
Okay.
You know, a lot of these games have like a lot of story detail you have to read.
Zelda. Zelda.
And all these other things. And like it actually does help. Of course it doesn't beat a good book, but there are those elements in there. You have your visual, spatial skills. Okay, a lot of these games that you running around with, there's no GPS.
Right.
You just gotta run around. I recently played Genshin Impact. Very much lost as I was running around trying to find my way with my character. Playing Stardew, playing Minecraft. Those are perfect examples where it's teaching those visual spatial skills and learning where things are and those memorization and different things like that. Problem solving.
That's
You
a good
know,
one.
we talked about ABC murders and the puzzle games and murder mystery games that we have. And of course, the biggest part, which I think is very important nowadays, is socialization. Giving the people a chance to socialize and having good teamwork. If you have never played Overcooked, which is a game where your cooks, all of y'all are cooks, and y'all get together, and you're supposed to be pushing out orders.
Right.
How big is communication? Because I need lettuce on this burger
Okay.
and not a tomato.
Talk to 'em.
Okay?
Please,
Before I put it
please.
out. But careers in gaming, you can definitely segue that with a lot of education and a lot of hard work. So, software developers is one career that comes to mind. Coding has gotten so big now, right? And all we have is a software developer or a game programmer is a person who is creating that computer software for that game, for that programming. And it's amazing. We have all kind of groups that are teaching code. You can learn code online. Pretty sure you can look up some amazing resources that we have throughout Pines to look at coding books and different things like that. That's lucrative. Game animators. So who's going to animate our games? Who's going to take that art and that technology and have those interactive images, those environments, those lush things that we love to look at when we're in games, that portrayal of the movement and behavior that happens in a game? those things are things that we need as we're enjoying our games and that you can,
Exactly.
have a career in.
Exactly. And that leads to other careers like audio engineering as well. I mean, you have people who create these sound effects that supports the game's actions, and they provide basically all the necessary ambient audio, and they process character voices as well. So if you want to get into voice acting, you could probably
Yes.
be a voice actor for a video game as well.
I always wanted to do
I
that.
know, me too. It sounds so fun. That also leads us to visual effects artists. So basically, when you see all the things that are being animated, somebody's creating all those fake explosions. Somebody's creating all the little magical dust that comes out when you're a witch in these games. So visual effects artists, they're using all of these software to create animations of special effects.
And can you really talk about careers in gaming without talking about professional gamers? Because, we talked about esports from Don't Hate the Player, right? But yes, there are people out there who are getting paid. They are full time players, professional players who are paid by a company or sponsor to play games. That means they have a whole regimen to, they go about their day and then they train for tournaments for big money, like really big money. And for parents, if you didn't think it would pay off for your kid to actually be really good at, I don't know, Overwatch or League of Legends and stuff like that, now there are colleges that are actually starting esports teams.
Wow.
There's like 16 million dollars out there for scholarship money for these student athletes for esports gaming. So the National Association of Collegiate Esports is the umbrella in which they fall under. And actually my school that I recently graduated from, they are starting an esports team. So there you go, being good at a
Nice.
game and all of that and having good grades, that could pay off and that could roll into you playing games
Come
in
on.
college, getting scholarship money.
Go get that money, please, people. Okay? Please do
Definitely.
it. And just one last career I'd like to mention because it's my personal favorite. It's storyboard artists. Okay, these people are the ones who create the visuals before they get animated. So the people who are creating the backgrounds, the facial expressions, the character poses, all those have to go in a sequence, in an order for the animator to know exactly what scene they're animating. So before all of the animation comes together, we need the storyboard artist. So that's also a great career you could possibly go into for gaming as well. We've talked about all these different games, these books that inspire games, but what does the library have to do with any of this? I mean, what does the library offer? We talked a little bit about that. You don't have to just do video games. I mean, if you want to go low tech, you can. If you're on a budget, there are other sorts of games that are out there. Just to mention though, the library does have a Nintendo Switch that we just got. Yes, so we will definitely be having future programming here. So I'd say please, please, please follow us on social media so that you can find out what the library is up to and what we're going to be introducing in the coming months for gaming. Because we're going to be having some things dealing with Mario Kart. We're going to be having some things dealing with a personal favorite, Animal Crossing for Gina. Talk to us about Animal Crossing, please, if the people don't know.
I may or may not have an island. I may or may not, be a whole Marshall stan because, he's an adorable white squirrel that I love so much. And I finally got him to my island. And a Gala lover. Gala's my sweet little baby, my sweet little pig with the little flower around her ear. But Animal Crossing is a game that really blew up, definitely during the beginning of the pandemic because people were inside. It was selling out Nintendo Switches. Like, that's how popular it was. And it's you create this little character who, you've paid for this package with Tom Nook. I call him Tom Nook the Crook, but
Okay.
with Tom Nook, who you end up paying back as you get your house loan. And as the island, as you develop it and grow it, you start out with 2 little villagers, you get another one, and then you have to go searching and inviting people to your island as you build it up. And it's just so much fun. You're building up a 5-star island so that KK Slider, the coolest musician ever, could come and perform on your little island. And it's just so great. And I'm so excited for us to have one. Just talking about connections and that social interaction. I have some friends that I talk to constantly, and I graduated with my master's in library science this year. Thank you. And in Animal Crossing, the sweetest thing ever is that they threw me a graduation celebration inside of Animal Crossing, the little cap and gown, and just telling me congratulations and things like that. And it just means so much. So I'm excited to bring that experience here to the library and us having our own island. I'm definitely going to visit.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be so cool. So I think we just have so much that we can offer. But like I said earlier, it's not just video games. We have other alternatives. So if there's any library systems out there and you're wondering, what can we do? We might not have a Switch, but are there any other things that we could possibly introduce to our patrons and just have available as resources for people who are into games? There are. So there's things like Bridge Club. You can always make a Bridge Club. So if you know the card game, how to play, or somebody knows how to play, all you need is a 52 deck of cards, okay? 52 cards, that's it. And basically you just need 4 players. So you can always create a Bridge Club, teach people how to play the game, or just have people come in for that social interaction we were talking about to play those games. There's also, personal favorite, bingo.
Yep.
Bingo's very easy. All you need to do is go buy it at the store. It's at Walmart, I'm sure, Target, Amazon. And you can have a bingo night. It can be for all ages as well. Adult patrons, teens, kids. It's a good way to give away prizes, have people come in.
Good family programming all around.
Exactly.
And I'm super competitive.
Okay.
I'm definitely super competitive. So if we play bingo, Meg, I'm gonna be on you.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be on you.
Okay. That's kind of like Monopoly. A lot of people go in with Monopoly, you know? But yeah, I mean, there's actually some other cool things too. Have you ever heard of like the Jumbo outdoor games?
I've seen like the jumbo playing cards and different things like that, like Jumbo Uno, but I don't know if I've seen some of the ones that we recently got.
Okay, so recently our library system just purchased some outdoor games that are in the jumbo format. So if you know Jenga, checkers, chess, and we have Connect 4. So if you're looking to have some fun games for either outdoor or indoor, and they're huge, so it takes multiple players to play these games. We have the jumbo outdoor games as well, and that'd be good for any library system to have too. So if you guys, like I said, are on a budget and you just kind of want to do some low-tech fun stuff for all ages, highly suggest getting some jumbo outdoor games. You can buy this at Amazon, Walmart, Target, all the different places. But yeah, those are just a few of the things that you can do to introduce gaming into your library system or into your personal life.
Wow, who would have thought a jam-packed episode of books and games, our library having things to read. You could just be a fully well-rounded, immersed gamer, definitely for all. And I hope that for our gamers, the ones at heart and our active ones, that this was an especially appealing episode for you.
Yeah, so we just want to say thank you guys for listening. This has been episode 2 of What's the FIC? So we're going to be having another episode at the end of the month, so check that out because we're going to be talking about banned books.
Yes, banned books, censorship, and maybe you've read a book that's been banned or a currently banned book and you didn't even know it.
Didn't even know it. So stay tuned. Definitely watch out for us at the end of the month because we're going to be talking about that. As always, we just want to say thank you. This has been What's the FIC? We are
Gina
and Meg, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Thank you for listening. Tune in for new episodes every second and fourth Wednesday of the month. If you like hanging with your friendly, nerdy librarians, follow our library on Facebook at ARCPLS or on Instagram and Twitter at Augusta-Richmond. Like we always say, we've got the FIC, so stick with us.